Okay, so as I was telling you, today we're gonna talk about Augmenta. This company here creates something that is this thing here. What is this? What's it? What is this? Is this a GPS? Is this a sensor? Is this a pizza box? What is this? You know, nobody knows what is this. This is a multi-purpose device that you guys are gonna have on your tractor, on your spreader, on your self-propelled sprayer very soon. Okay? And this actually, it's an old Augmenta device. This guy here, two guys out of a very small village called Volos that we are here. Actually very nice. You don't see the seaside, but I do. Ooh. Okay, it's very nice. They came up with this idea. These two guys are like electronic engineers, farming based. So like Dimitris and George's parents were like farming. And they had this need, you know, to develop something that they were looking for in order to solve their problems. And funny enough, they fundraised a big quantity of money a few years back that created this Augmenta stuff. There's 24 people in the company, mainly engineers and agronomists, and they work basically on Dimitris and George's brain, you know, to develop their agriculture engineer electronic background into this thing. And this is old already and nobody knows about it. So, wait a second. What is 2020 now? What is this? It's even a smaller pizza box, you see? So you cannot even put a sandwich here, okay? It's lighter. And then, now, Mr. Dimitri.
Hello, Gian.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So we are here with the the brain of the company.
One of the brains.
One of the brains. So I'm very happy to be here. I'd like to have a few words with you to share with our, you know, guys on our channel. Funny enough, probably this is the very first interview, the very first time worldwide that we release this. Isn't it?
True.
It's a big honor for me to show this thing because this is history. This is history, man. Dimitris, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so thanks first of all for being here. Okay.
Yeah.
It's an honor. It's a pleasure. It's amazing. We spent 2 days of training about Augmenta. Okay. Pretty good day. So, as you said, I'm an electronic engineer. Okay, I studied here in Volos. I was farming from since I was 18 years old until now. I never quit farming, even if I'm dealing with Augmenta now. I still keep the farm. I thought of this crazy idea because I couldn't just accept the fact that farmers were farming based on not data. Sometimes they were doing what they are used to do in the past, not so good educated decisions and so on. So I tried to make a few automations, and finally me with my partner, we came up with this solution, okay, which is taking care of your inputs in your farm, not only fertilizer but also, you know, foliar fertilizers or spraying, growth regulators and more stuff that is coming very, very soon in the future. And we were maybe lucky or clever enough to think of an idea of creating this multi-service device, because in agriculture and in electronic products in agriculture are good, of course, but they usually do just one thing. Okay. And farmers used to pay a lot of money to get one system doing one job, and they have to pay again to get another thing which is doing another thing, but they are full of screens inside the tractor, and they still, it's still difficult for them to keep up with the investments they have to do and so on.
Okay, so basically the guys in the last 3 years, they had many early adopters worldwide, from US, South America, Australia, many different areas in Europe, you name it. And they had several tests comparing what was the old-fashioned sensors that is still in the market with this baby. Okay, so the intelligence that is within this 1.5 kilos, 2 kilos, I don't know what's the weight like?
2 kilos.
2 kilos, okay. It's something unique. Basically, this thing has been developed. We will go through the device a little bit later, so I'll show you how it looks like from the very, close by look. But basically this thing, in a way, is thinking like an agronomist, isn't it?
Correct.
Okay.
Totally correct.
Okay, so basically, this little baby here, what it does is that is the variable rate application of fertilizer, and that is basically usable for any kind of isobus, and also mechanical spreader, so retrofitted for your old spreader. Basically, it's detecting, your crop situation on the go, creating a prescription maps on the go, and using the platform from Augmenta, okay, to manage your fleet. It's something unbelievable, isn't it? You did that, yeah, I know, okay.
You mount it on the top of the tractor, so
Yeah.
on top of the cabin in the center. It is consisted by a set of multispectral cameras in the front.
Yeah.
And every time you enter the farm to apply fertilizer or spray or do whatever you want, these cameras are getting pictures from the plants, okay? The system is analyzing the pictures in real time in all the different wavelengths, and we can recognize spectral reflectance, shapes and patterns and stuff like that.
So there is no sensors here.
No sensors. This is the unique advantage that Augmenta is having.
What's the scanning area like?
It's the biggest in the market, okay?
Yeah, okay.
This new version goes up to 40 meters, okay? You find 40 meter scanning area in a self-propelled sprayer.
Yeah.
In a normal tractor, let's say 150 horsepower or something like that.
Yeah.
Around 3 meters high, it's a little bit less, like 35, 33, something like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
In general, the higher you go, the larger is the
So this is
scanning area.
not supposed to be only for big farmers. It's also for average, and in the future,
Yeah.
precision farming development is also going to be used by small farmers at the end of the day.
For sure.
So basically this baby here, decrease your fertilizers cost, correct?
Correct.
And possibly increasing your yield,
Yeah, correct.
correct?
Correct.
It's
So the average, the global average results we are getting from our customers is something like 12% savings in fertilizer.
amazing.
And in some cases, not every time, but in some cases we also have yield increase.
And you're not taking into consideration machine, let's say, performance. So if you're using, for example, say, weighing system or a section control spreader rather than a mechanical one, which also gives some benefits, you need to add.
Yeah. It's on top of that.
On top of
of the profit you have by using section control and weighting system and all this.
Okay, what is the strategy business-wise from the company in terms of sales? Because as far as I understood, you have been in a running like test of 3 years worldwide. What's the idea like in sales now for the future?
So the first 2 years was more like working with early adopters around the world. So very carefully selected farmers who use the device and provide us with feedback, because we are market-driven company. We are not like the engineers designing the system in a whiteboard in the office. Okay?
Correct. Yeah.
We like to have our hands dirty and our boots dirty.
Yeah.
And during the last year, we entered the commercial phase. So we started selling actually.
Okay.
So we are making distribution agreements with companies around the world which want to sell it, get some profit by selling it, and of course getting also some profit from the fee that we have per hectare of use.
Okay.
Price is very, very, very convenient compared to other systems. So the other systems are super expensive and just one job, as we said.
Yeah.
But this one is quite a lot more cheap, and at the same time, this fee per hectare gives the farmer the ability to pay as he sees the result. We are not like a company demanding for a lot of money paid up front.
Okay. I'd like to have a couple of words. Maybe we can take some very close shots, okay, of the device. We can go through it, if you agree.
Yeah,
okay?
Of course, no problem.
So maybe you can describe a little bit what's going on here, and then we move around.
So here in the front we have the set of cameras, as we said. There is one in near infrared, one in red edge, okay, and the one in the middle is RGB, standard RGB.
Yeah.
The one in the middle is getting all the information about shapes and patterns, so in order to do the image processing, the computer vision, and at the same time you get some snapshots from the farm, wherever you have good or bad areas, so the farm manager can also see that.
So you have here a light sensor, I believe.
Yes, two sensors on top. They are used in order to calibrate the sun conditions and the clouds and all these things,
Yes.
in order to keep steady measurements during the day.
So is this device also set up for, let's say, rain, bad weather conditions?
It doesn't work when it's raining.
Of course,
okay?
but I mean, like it's.
But it doesn't have any problem in terms of getting water in. Of course. It's,
Okay. So it's
waterproof fully.
it's IP67 proof,
Correct,
yeah.
correct.
Okay. So I think it was nice to have Dimitris here. Honestly, I am speechless. This is something that I have been invited to this event for the last 2 days with this bunch of international guys, you know. This thing will have a big future. So today one guy told me something. He asked me like a question. It was like, what is for you the competition of Augmenta worldwide? And I was thinking for a couple of seconds and I was like, there is only 3 competition. Is Augmenta, Augmenta, Augmenta. Thanks, Dimitri.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Marco, siedi qua per piacere, perché altrimenti guardo di là. Areti, don't laugh.
Fuck, I forget to do this. One more time.
One more. I hate this shit, you know.
Recording whenever you're ready, you start.
Okay, go on. If he sits here, otherwise I keep looking there, you know. Sometimes I can do this for hours to repeat my mistakes, and after these things, ooh. Okay. Hello, agro gangsters!
But I don't do it again.
Thanks, buddy.